All right, we're live and well this morning. Get started. This is Marshall County, Alabama's Commission Work Session, March 11th, 2026. Get started out with a couple announcements. For Marshall County PALs, dumpsters and white good pickups for District 2 will be March the 16th. And Jeremy at Greg's District 1 asked me to make a statement about political signs. They are getting close to getting ready to do their bush hogging. And so what their plans are is to go down the road, the particular road they're going to bush hog on that day. They're going to pick up the political signs that's on the right of way that would affect bush hogging, take them back to the shop, and you can pick your signs up there if you're missing them. They don't guarantee that some hadn't been stole somewhere else, but that's happening all over, I think, for everybody. And I assume these other guys kind of got the same idea. I don't know, on political science, they get ready to bush hog. We'll pick them up the first time, take them back, and you can pick them up there. And after that, they probably won't have time to do that.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Going to that, the law is that no political signs can be put on the county or state right of way.
Yes, sir.
I will not be picking up any signs.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And I noticed the city and the state both are picking it up now, so just be aware of that if you put them out. Martin Colby. Kelly?
Morning.
Morning, guys.
Just want to give a quick update on the jail project across the street. All right, right now, as of this week, Part A, we've started setting the steel structure for the second floor. We were supposed to be finished with that by February the 19th. We actually started on February 24th. So we're 3 weeks behind getting that part started. And they've only finished about half of it as of today. Waiting on some more steel to come in and possibly a larger crane. We had some issues with the crane size on site. They couldn't move some of the steel into some of the areas, the interior of the Part A of the building. Without a larger crane, we may try to move the location of the crane in the next few days to see if we can reach those areas, but it's possible we may have to bring in a larger crane due to site constraints, that kind of thing, and lay down area for materials. We're just really constrained with the area we have to work with. Part B, we've set all the second floor door frames for the cell block areas. We have not done any of the steel beams for the Part B areas such as the laundry, the kitchen, and the medical area. So we're actually going on almost 60 days behind schedule on that area. Part C, the CMU completed to the mezzanine level, and we've poured all the mezzanine slabs above the cells in this area. Sallyport, we had an issue with the door frame. It got damaged during shipment, so it's 6 to 8 weeks to get these detention frames rebuilt. So Sallyport has come to a halt right now until we can get this new door frame. Manufacturer says they're going to try to get it to us in 3 weeks instead of 6 weeks, but it's already been 2 weeks and we still haven't gotten word if they're going to get it to us next week. So we're already pushing 45 days behind schedule on that area. Due to this, I have issued a letter to the contractor this morning requesting a recovery schedule. This requires the contractor to get a recovery schedule on how they're going to make up the lost time. They have 5 days to comply. If they don't comply within that 5 days, then we start holding their money. And we don't issue any more money until after 10 days. And if they do get us a recovery schedule within that additional 5 days, then we'll review it with the contractor to make sure that it's feasible and can actually be done with the time frame. So I just wanted to let everyone know that we are behind, but we're taking steps to recover our schedule. Some of the reasons that we are behind is we've got subcontractors that have put rough-in piping, plumbing piping, electrical piping, that kind of thing has been placed in the wrong areas, and then CMU walls were continued without noticing that those areas were not compliant, and those walls had to be torn down. So we've torn down quite a few walls in the last couple of months because of this issue. The contractor's been put on notice that they've got to do more to coordinate with their subs and make sure and follow up with checking behind themselves on the rough-in areas with the piping and the electrical conduit. Hopefully we've stopped all of that at this point, and we've gotten with the subcontractors, the plumbing, electrical, and HVAC people, requiring coordination drawings from this point on before any pipe is installed or any holes are cut in existing walls that we've already completed. Some of the walls had to be taken down because the holes were cut in the walls that were in the wrong locations. No one got permission to cut holes in these walls, and before they were cut, and it was found that they were in the wrong locations and couldn't be left as is. So those walls had to come down also. The overall progress at this point, total masonry, we've laid about 113,000 out of 170,000 block or CMU, which has that at about 66% complete. Part A masonry is 99% complete with the first floor. Like I said, we've got about maybe 40% of the structural steel for the second floor, and the rough end for mechanical, electrical, and plumbing on the first floor is about 95% complete. Part B masonry is completed on the first floor. Most second floor block work above the mezzanine level has been completed. No steel has started for the second floor in this area. Part C, we've placed mezzanine slabs at C4 and C3. This is the slabs above the second floor, or above the first floor cells, and is the floor of the second floor cells. This has allowed us to start the block work at those mezzanine levels, and that has started. Some walls are up. We've got all the door frames installed in these areas, and the trades are still working in with this masonry for the rough end of all these areas. Right now we've had 12 pay applications for a payout of just over $11 million, and our contingency funds, we're still well within, at this time of the project, we've paid out we still have $165,848.94 left in the general works package contingency fund. We haven't drawn from fire suppression, drawn $10,717 out of the plumbing contingency, so we still have just under $50,000 left in that. HVAC, we have not had he pulled out of that, so we still have 60,000 remaining in the HVAC contingency. Electrical, we've pulled out just under 50,000, so we have just over 100,000 left in the electrical. Detention equipment, we haven't pulled any from that fund. So we have 50,000 left in that fund. And security and safety electronics, we haven't pulled any from that fund. So there's still 40,000 left in that. We've had 17 requested change orders. Most have been approved, and we still have one that's pending under review right now. So we've had a total of $148,782.49 in requested change order. Total approved is $144,390.49. That's what we have.
Anyone have questions?
Yes, we do. First question, I building and earth, I thought their part was up front, talking about the soil, and I see we just wrote them a $28,000 check in February.
Yes, sir.
What was that for?
That's for the testing. They're going to be pulling from the original amount that they submitted at the start of the project.
Oh, okay.
So they're just pulling each month out of that.
Okay, okay, all right.
As the testing is
Okay,
done.
I thought the testing that they done was at the first.
Now, this is continuous through the
Okay,
project.
all right, thanks on that. 3 weeks behind on the jail. Is this where these cost overruns start?
No, sir.
No?
Now, the cost overruns that we have are just items that we found on site that
Okay,
either didn't comply with the
yes,
contract
yes,
documents.
sir,
or-
yes, sir. So, well, I was looking at this about, the 3 weeks. We're supposed to be at this point, but we're still back here.
Correct.
And then, but the contractor makes up this time, makes up this money, or where they're behind?
There's, that's what the letter I sent this morning was, for them to provide us with a recovery
Okay.
schedule on how they're gonna catch up the time lost.
Okay, well, I know you mentioned that we're a third of the way done with the jail. A third of the money has been spent.
Correct.
And I don't want to come down here in 8 or 10 months and this thing be going over.
But we're watching the money real
I got
close.
that, but the work has got to correlate with the money being paid out.
Correct.
Right? So this a third of third of the project done, that should correlate to a third of the work has been done to receive a third of the money.
Correct.
But these behind schedules here, but that ain't gonna cost us nothing.
No, sir.
Okay, that's good.
In the end, it doesn't cost, it will
Okay.
not cost on reading.
All
Well,
right,
if I understand, that's what your letter's about. You wrote the letter, you put them on notice.
okay,
Money will be held if the next percent's not done, so
Correct.
yeah,
Correct.
Kelly, you've done a
The
fantastic
areas where
job. We
we've had to
appreciate it.
demolition new work
Yes, sir.
because of non-compliance, we will not, you're not gonna be paying double for that.
Yes, sir.
okay,
That money will be deducted out of the next payout.
okay,
So
okay.
if they show any of that as completed, then we will be taking it out.
Okay,
But
okay. that's just for
More
me.
times than not, the
That's just
contractor,
bringing these people out
yeah,
here.
more times than not, the contractor
All right.
already knows that they're not gonna get paid for
All right.
that, so that they're not gonna have it in their payout. But if they do, then we'll cut those. We will revise the payout.
All right, okay. Thank you, Kevin.
All right.
We appreciate your work, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Probate, discuss approval to bid out and publish the original and supplemental list of registered voters to a newspaper of general circulation pursuant to Act number 17-4-1. Discuss approval of lease agreement with the Marshall County Commission and the Marshall County District Attorney's Office to renovate and occupy the first floor office spaces formerly used by the Revenue Commission Office in the Gunnersville Courthouse. The Commissioner Watson brought up a good point. And we want to add that to our meeting, Ashley, is to go out and I think we have a answer to that probably on about number 11 that'll bring us that expertise to look at structure, look at plumbing, and look at electrical along with Ms. Bray's architects, so we can stay ahead of what could be facing us. If there's anything out there that could be causing us problems, let's work it along as we go or get ahead of it. And that's a great idea. Let's put that there so we can do that.
Okay.
Are we going to move this to another time? We can't approve that today, can we, until we can't approve her lease thing here until we get this squared away, can we?
Well, either way, I guess it goes, Clint, you can step
You
in
can
here.
approve the lease and put that, on the next agenda, but y'all have the power to add that to this item and do them both today, or you can,
But her lease agreement says if there's any structural damage, that we're gonna be responsible for that. This is what I'm trying to,
right?
I don't want her to get involved in this and get all this work tore out. Oh, we didn't know this.
Well,
We won't know that up front.
the lease agreement is contingent upon them spending the money to do it, so that it does, one is not, you don't have to wait to approve the lease agreement to do the structural study. They can go in tandem.
Okay.
But if the commission chooses, they can add that to the agenda item because they are interconnected. So if y'all wanted to put it all in one motion, you could do that, or you could do an amendment to the commission meeting to add. So the add-on would be to retain a structural expert that would be working in tandem with the engineer, the architect that's designing the work. Is that correct?
That seems like it makes sense, because what are they gonna tear out that we need to worry about?
Yes. I think that y'all need to have somebody at that table when they're discussing those things.
Yeah.
And I know that, it being on the first floor, it's mostly going to be superficial, and they're not gonna be messing with support structures,
Right.
but. you
But
need to
that's
know
the
that.
oldest part of this building too.
Yes.
Yes.
Is
yes.
that's the old
That's
part
the
we're sitting
old-
in the news part?
That's the oldest part of this structure is where we're talking about doing this.
I can never keep it straight in my
No, that
mind
was-
which side was built first.
No, that's the oldest, and I just don't want any bad surprises to come up and we have to move out of this building like Morgan County did. And I don't know, I think they found.
When you start tearing stuff
Yeah,
out,
that-
it's impossible
that's
to
right.
know what you're gonna get into.
Mr. Chairman, I
exactly-
think that would be covered under item number 11 under engineering, because we're going to ask to advertise for request of statement of qualification for engineering as well as architectural services. And we can add structural into that as well. And what that's going to do is allow consultants to send that resume, so to speak, to us for us to evaluate and have on a list. And so we can add that under item number 11. I think will serve that purpose. That
So it's
District
already
two.
there, we just need to put the word structural in number 11, is that what you're saying?
we have qualification of engineering or architectural services. So I think we can add.
Engineering is structural.
Is structural. So I think that may be covered in item number 11, might save a little bit of work.
Well, it'd also be structural, plumbing, and electrical. We need,
Yeah.
all three of those could be an issue in that old building.
That was gonna be my next question.
Kelly didn't leave, did he? Kelly, you stick around, okay? We may have something else for you.
When we're talking about structural, does that include, when I think of structure, I'm thinking about beams and stuff like that. I'm not thinking about plumbing and stuff.
Well, I guess you gotta separate it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think structure is gonna be part of plumbing, is it?
Yeah, I don't think structure, yeah.
That's a question for you.
Plumbing, I feel, would not be part of structure.
Okay, good. All right.
But we could add that to this item
Yes, yes,
while we're doing this
Okay,
and have a specific list that you could pull from. The commission could evaluate and pull from.
Okay, so now, what do we do? Clint, your recommendation on this particular number 3 would be, do we go ahead and handle this?
I think that Mike's suggestion is well taken, just capture the additional professions and skill sets in number 11 that we might need in conjunction with this project, and then we'll just have the consultants that can just make sure that they're in the same meetings at the same time and hearing the same information at the same time.
Discuss approval to move forward and set public hearings on March the 25th, 2026 for North Jet PEP located at 8640 Highway 231 North in Arab for county alcohol license for retail beer off premises, license type 50, retail table wine off premises, license type 70. Discuss approval of 2-week application period for 2 board appointments for the Marshall Jackson 310 agency. Discuss approval of 2-week application period for board appointment for the Mountain Lakes Behavioral Health Board. Discuss approval of board reappointments of the Marshall County, reappointments of the Marshall County Emergency Telephone Service 911 Board.
Who's on that?
That's Sheriff Sims and Jack Lay. And both have asked to be put back on the board as well as the board itself. Sheriff's Department, discuss approval to amend opioid committee resolution by adding the town of Douglas and a town of Grant. Engineering, discuss approval to rebid hot boomers, don't judge me, pavement FOB.
Back in August 2025, we sent this bid out. Our closest contractor did not bid, failure, didn't notice it for whatever reason. So we asked the commission to reject all the bids because our next closest one was at the Rogers Group at the Big River Bridge. So it'd been not economical for us to travel up there. So we're asking the commission, let's rebid this, and hopefully our closest contractor would make it available in case any of the districts need some type of mix that they need to pick up hot bituminous leveling, wearing, to put over some type of pipe, paving, or whatever they might be doing.
Number 10, same thing.
That is the tar and gravel. It's what that is. So we're putting that in place so that this summer they can get on the list to do tar and gravel if they have specific roads in their district that they would like to do.
And this number 11 is what Mike was talking about earlier. Discuss approval to advertise for request for statement of qualifications for engineering and architectural services. You want to take that a little bit further?
And the reason we need this in place is, since we have federal funds approved for the bridge, we need the list of folks that we can choose from that are certified, that are consultant engineers, architect services. And also, we're going to use it for the purpose of the first floor for the renovations, to have expert people on hand on a list that we can pick to come and evaluate while things are going on in the repair of the first floor.
Discuss approval to award bid number 32-25 for 1 or more new 2026 Chevrolet Silverados 3500 HD crew cab trucks or equivalent.
Did we miss 12?
Discuss approval to award bid, I guess we did. Let's discuss approval to award bid number 3225 for the replacement of the roof of the Marshall County Courthouse, Guntersville, out of the general fund balance.
That was bid number 32-25, and we did have 5 bids that were sent in. 1 was rejected because of no bid bond that was in it. Of the 5 submitted, Alabama Roofing was $546,912. Willoughby Roofing from Coleman was $348,500. Teamcraft Roofing from Decatur was $475,577.54. And Garner and Associates from Rainbow City was $380,400. After review of the bids, it's a recommendation of the engineering department. Brad helped us review these as well. Thank you, Brad, for that help. But Willoughby Roofing in Coleman, Alabama, at a total cost of $348,500 to replace the roof here at the courthouse in Guntersville.
Any comments or questions?
So what are they gonna do? They gonna tear the old roof off and just,
And the under it,
They getting all of it?
they're getting all that, no, just the old building, not the new building.
Well, that's mean, but they're going all the way down. They getting,
Yes.
like, I think y'all said they might.
Getting the subroof, I guess you call it, I don't know.
the original roof stays, they're just gonna take everything from there up, off, and redo it?
Just the old building, yes.
Is that what we're gonna do? Wanna approve that?
Well, next week. Discuss approval to award bid number 3225 for one or more new 2026 Chevrolet Silverados 3500 HD crew cab trucks or equivalent.
Should that be 3325?
You're correct, sir. Thank you for that. I was about to mention that to Ashley to see what we would need to do. Is that just a correction you can make for us?
Yes.
It is bid number 33-25. We opened those bids on March the 3rd, 2026. That was at 2 PM. This is for the 2026 Chevrolet Silverado 3500 HD crew cab or equivalent. We had 4 bidders. The recommendation are as follows. Donahue Chevrolet, for the gas, the dump bed, and the safety lights, award the bid to them for $70,643.06. Gunnersville Chevrolet, for the gas with the flatbed and the strobe lights of the safety lighting in the amount of $61,694. And the diesel flatbed safety lighting in the amount of $70,594.44. Recommend Chevrolet of Boaz for this 2026 3500 HT. It's the diesel, it's the flatbed, and no strobe lights. And that award is $68,463.50.
And that's with a flatbed, no dump?
They did not bid a dump. They just bid the flatbed. So the dump would be Gunnersville Chevrolet
On this
for
bid,
the diesel.
on this Donahue bid, if we've got if we just wanted a truck, I've got a bed. And if it was fitted, I could buy just a truck and put that bed on. We could buy just a truck,
Are you looking at the diesel or the gas?
the gas.
You talking about just
What I'm
cab
saying
and
is,
chassis?
if we approve the Donahue with the, dump bed, can we just get the truck without the bed? If I've got a bed that would fit that truck?
You can, but the lowest truck bid, and I didn't realize we would not need a bed, but the truck without the bed for the gas burner would go to Gunnersville Chevrolet at $50,999. Donahue was $53,446.50.
First off.
So if you did no bed, no dump bed, no flatbed, that would be Gunnersville Chevrolet. If you just bought the truck.
And no strobe lights either. No strobe lights either.
If you done the strobe lights, that'd be another $1,995.
That's what I'm saying, but that truck that you're pricing is just a truck. It has no options. It has no flatbed, it has no dump, it has no strobe lights.
That's correct,
Okay.
$50,999.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a basic truck.
But if you put your bed on it and you wanted to go back and add the strobe lights, then you could add those.
Well, we can put her on strobe light too, 'cause, I mean, we've got one strobe light.
If you have that capability, if they're already on the existing bed that's going on, that is correct. But just the truck itself would be Gunnersville Chevrolet, $50,999.
Not 100% the bed would fit, because it's an older bed, but it came off of 3,500, so it's.
All right, anything else on that? Discuss approval to award bid 34-25 for professional scanning services for the Revenue Commission Office.
We had 2 bids that we opened. Business Systems and Consultants from Birmingham, Alabama bid $337,306.98. There we go. DocuStar in Gunnersville bid $156,000. So the recommendation is the second one, DocuStore in Gunnersville for $156,000.
If y'all looked at this and they've done everything that they need to do, that's a big difference in the price there for the same job. Okay. All right, okay.
Discuss approval to renew the contract for garbage collection and disposal with BFI Waste Services, LLC, DBA Republic Services. You want to explain that, Mike?
The original contract, which was done in 2020, it contained a renewal clause, which is the Consumer Price Index, the CPI, and it's based on the available trailing 12 months average. The current rate of garbage collection here in Marshall County is $19.47. If approved, the CPI to the existing contract, correct me if I'm wrong, Crystal, that would be good for 3 years?
Yes, sir.
So you could extend it up to 3 years with this, which is going to be 5%. Am I correct on that?
Yes.
And so that rate increase with the CPI for the 12 months would be $20.44. Or you could rebid the garbage picked up or approve the CPI, Consumer Price Index.
What that is, everybody out here pays 3 months. You're right now paying 58 something, it will go up to 61 something. Okay?
Any other comments?
No.
Discuss approval to extend the contract for the courthouse grill with Charburger. Any comments?
Same price, or?
Same price.
Current contract expires March the 18th, and she has agreed to extend this for 2 years, which is the way the contract is written. She's in agreement.
Good with me.
EMA, discuss approval to purchase truck from award bid using 23, is that going to be 33? Homeland, 23 FIL Homeland Security Grant.
So the truck that we're looking at purchasing is the
$463.50.
from Chevrolet Boaz.
Chevrolet Boaz.
We have full funding for that through this grant, so nothing will be coming out of the general fund for that.
Bless your heart.
Can you get me one of them grants?
See, you want to go ahead with the next item?
All right, discuss approval of remote software weather warrant system agreement, $1,980 beginning April 1st, 2026 to March 31st, 27.
So this is the software that we use to set off the tornado sirens in the county. This is just a renewal of the contract that we have to do every year. And I think that comes out of countywide. Is that correct, Ashley?
It does.
Okay.
Discuss approval to accept a certified local emergency manager salary supplemental subaward grant from the state of Alabama for $17,000.
So this is the grant we get every year for the director's salary that the state pays $17,000 towards my salary. We just gotta accept the grant from them.
All right, thank you.
The 911 tower that's in my lot,
Yes.
have you heard anything about if they've found a location to build a tower?
Have not found a location, but the plan is to put it back on the water tank at this current time until something is found.
Okay,
They're waiting on one antenna to come in that got damaged when they took it off. And as soon as that happens, we'll be able to get the tower out of the lot.
okay, good deal, thank you.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's no problem, I was just asking.
Yes.
All right, animal shelter, discuss approval to increase budget by no more than $59,910 for drainage upgrades at shelter from the general fund balance. And Mike, y'all got that confirmed on the bid, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
That's correct.
and that amount was,
59.
$59,910.
and they're ready to do the work. Is that
Yes,
correct?
sir.
This should get us caught up, I hope. Discuss approval to increase budget by $2,800 for dog box on the new truck for the shelter itself, from a general fund balance. Revenue Commission, discuss approval to update budget revisions previously approved for mapping appraisal budget. And that's just
Yeah,
a simple thing of
yeah,
change.
it's just moving a couple little line items here and there.
You can come on
No,
up.
go,
Come on.
you revenue, you come up and speak.
You can replay that. You told me that's what you're gonna do anyway.
I'm not asking for money either, do I get it?
You-
Thank
good,
you. God
thank
bless you.
Bless your
Attaboy.
heart.
Thanks, thank you, Glenn. I
Bless your
appreciate it.
heart.
All right.
The budget revisions that you guys did back in December, we need to correct a few of those if possible. Some of the funds were moved into the building addition and renovations that were set to be paid, that some of those funds were set to pay for a Cardex filing system, and instead, we needed to take that out of a different line item. So in doing that, that's left us short on being able to purchase vehicles. So we need to get that corrected, as well as correcting a line item to get some computer hardware purchased. We need some more Surface Pros and some other PCs for the appraisers. So it's just, we have to get you guys to sign off on
Right.
it, so I actually can get it to Ador.
All right, we understand, got it. Discuss approval to hire Demo Marsh, janitorial and maintenance for cleaning of new building, out of the Revenue Commission's operating fund. That's pretty simple.
Yes, sir, we found a company has all the license certificates and bonding. The employees, they clean their toilets now and they provide their cleaning supplies, so going through the week with cleaning their toilets and all that, it's not that big of a deal, but it would be nice to have a company to come in and the big thing that they do is sanitize, and then they sanitize the garbage cans, and then just do a good cleaning once a week. We would like to start off with that. I think that will be sufficient. If we see that it's not, then we'll come back and ask to increase that, if that works for
Yeah.
y'all. But we do have their certificate of liability, I think.
Yes,
We can provide all that to the commission that's
And-
needed.
And I also think, now this is for everyone out there, if you have somebody to come in and clean your house, they found companies that did not have any liability insurance. So if y'all think about doing that, I would ask that question and make them show that to you. I know that people around here don't seem to care about the liability portion of it, but it scares the devil out of me.
This company does background checks.
Yes,
and
yes.
We've checked their references. They do some of the schools and the hospital
right.
and everything. So I believe they will fit our needs and save the cleaning crew and maintenance from having to.
well, it's certainly cheaper than us hiring an individual
Yes, sir.
to do it, so good deal. Revenue Commission discussed lawn care maintenance and landscape for new building. Out of the Revenue Commission operating fund, I've talked to Penny about this. They need to do some landscaping to make it look a lot better. But then after that, I told her, we drag a lawnmower up there. We cut the courthouse lawn. Once all that's done, our folks can do the cutting, if that's okay with everybody, so. But you do need,
Who does over at the coroner's office, who does that?
they got a professional group, but we also could do that.
Okay, okay.
And Brad and I have talked about that as well. That's a small piece of grass up there. We could take care of all three of those and without having to do that. You're gonna get some quotes on your landscaping, I guess.
Yes, sir. We have some. We'll be glad to provide.
Okay.
We have several. So just whatever you need us to do on that, we would just like to get that looking better and
Yeah.
the weeds cut and all the things.
Thank you, Penny.
Yes, sir.
Discuss approval of direct support for the Marshall County Sports Hall of Fame countywide. Joy?
We do this every year. Last couple of years, we've always done the 500, but this year, our former Chairman David Reed is gonna be inducted to the Hall of Fame. And I think we all pretty much, all of us may not have, but some of us decided we wanted to do the other one, the $1,500 one, to get more tickets, because I know a lot of people showed interest in going to this year. And after this year, we can go back to the $500 if we want to continue doing this, so. If it's okay with y'all, we'd like to do the $1,500 sponsorship, and that'll give us more tickets and more people can go and represent